Oh, I'm not gonna get used to that again anytime soon. What the heck?
For someone not being an agent, I'm glad you brought a spare two for you and me. This must be your new car.
That it is. If you're wondering why it's not the old one, well, let's say that it has. Let's say that old car wasn't the only thing I sold. Right, let's go home.
I'm sorry that you had to do that all again.
Don't worry about it. Respawn tech kicked in. Apparently you said X gave you one, thankfully. And I still have mine.
I was able to get one from X when I left, just in case. I thought they would confiscate it, but it seems like they were trying to analyze it in Nova Scotia. When I was breaking out, I was able to grab it. And then on the plane, when I had to deal with the betrayer, I was able to grab hers as well as she pummeled and fell out of the way. But that's all I have. We'd have to stop at the agency, but I can't believe for the last... Well, ever since you've been gone from the agency, I can't believe you just didn't get back in the swing or find another partner. I know it's a hard to talk about topic, but anyways, I'm sorry, go on.
Are you kidding me? There's no way I could have ever gotten another partner. It wouldn't have felt right.
When X gave me a choice of anybody to call when I got back, even though I knew it was going to be heavy, I still made sure that he called you. I know it's a lot to ask, but since I'm back, there needs to be a way that we take these people down. We can't let the snake pit control this city. We didn't let the nudists, we can't let them.
Love your ride, hon.
Oh, that's very nice. How about you ride on this? Love that ride. Sorry. Looks like it's still ingrained in me somewhere.
At least they didn't get rid of who you really are.
This family of snakes needs to be dealt with. I don't know how, or I don't know if you would even say yes, but after I fill you in about everything, about our next steps, I hope that even if you're not still an agent, or hell, even the fact that we're both not right now, we could still be partners in this.
Hey, that's a ball of what gear you got?
Hey man, fuck you! Sorry.
You know what? After you fill me in, because I'm sure there's a lot both of us have to say, ask me that question again, and I know I'll have an answer for you for sure. But just know this. There's nowhere I'm not going anywhere without you. Not anymore.
Making me wet.
What the heck?
What the hell is wrong with this city? I have a question, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
When we saved the city, what happened after I left? Did the agency even care?
That car is the bomb!
Oh my gosh, you must be very well known. You really got a good car.
Really like my car, and they keep pulling up next to us and not just waiting in line behind us.
Well, maybe they recognize you. Did the agency release our names, or does the city know what we did? Oh my god.
Really?
If I had my badge! But that's behind me. What the hell is
We'll
this guy
get it
doing?
back. I don't know. We're here. Let's just take it into the garage. Into the garage.
I'm sorry. Old habits. They're still ingrained in me. Let's hope this place isn't compromised.
No, there's no way it ever could be. With X and Agent 1 on it. They've had our backs this whole time. Okay. Welcome to my garage. I sold that one car because it was, with it being a very expensive high-end car, the cost was getting, and insurance was getting too high on it, so I sold it. And I was able to get the rest of these cars, which are much cheaper. We still have the armored up Agent Mobile.
They let you keep it after everything?
It's one of the few things they let me keep.
I guess that answers the question if they even cared. Alright,
It's-
let's head up.
It's a complicated question. This car was one of the rewards they gave me for free. It's a nice car, but something about the silver coquette really speaks to me a lot. I really like that one.
Well, I hope you didn't go to the casino to get it.
No.
I hate to say it,
No
but the
way.
person who runs that is also a part of Snake Pit.
I'd be surprised if his last name wasn't also Duggan. Okay, I need a drink.
Well, you were killed twice, so me too. I guess I will be going for my own type of fruit drink. It does enjoy yeah, it's still good.
I'm sure it tasted great after whatever slop they had for you in the prisoner camp.
Just a lot of rice. Rice and fish.
Rice and fish can be good, but knowing the conditions, they probably weren't. Okay. Where to even begin? So much on both of our ends.
However you want to start. It's up to you.
Okay. Right, so after you left and the nudists were dealt with, internally we did have a fair enough of a victory lap that we ran. The extremist, militant nudists were put down thanks to us, and they were allowed to go back to their camp under conditions, so that they wouldn't rise up and do all that all over again.
Conditions that they get to wear pants now? No, I'm sorry, that's foolish.
I mean, it's as long as they enter the city and other areas of civilization, yes, they would certainly have to. And not to engage in any such activities of arming up against us and the rest of the state, the rest of the country, the rest of the world. But I think at some point after that, at least for me, the missions just stopped rolling in. Agent 1, and from what I heard recently, Agent X as well, cleaned up the organization across the board, ensured we wouldn't have any more internal issues like what was happening during the nudist invasion. And now that I'm hearing even similar cases with Agent 19, that no one like that ever gets in and is able to do whatever horrors she did. The horrors of whatever happened in Nova Scotia, which I'm sure you have much to say on that soon. And at some point one day I put the suit back up on the rack and I never had to put it on ever again. I stopped going into the office. I felt if I were to ever go back in, it would just remind me of you, of us, everything that happened before. It would reawaken some sort of sadness I probably didn't know was even lying under the surface. Patricia and I still keep in contact. Sometime later, she did end up getting married to her fiance, which you made a lot of jokes about before. They'd have barbecue parties every now and then. I haven't been lately, but I guess someday soon I should go back.
I bet she sucks at cooking. Does she still work? Or is she still there?
She's still in the office. She hasn't given that up. I guess one day when I'm ready, we will go back.
Yeah.
We'll have to. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm sorry that it's been so long. I tried to reach out, but the moment I was compromised, stuck in that camp, there was an inability. I fought like hell, and what I uncovered hopefully is enough to be a reason to do something, for an excuse why I haven't been here. All I know is Mason Duggan, he's the leader behind all of this. He needs to be stopped. And anyway, if they have a plan to take this city, and just like the nudists who invaded beforehand, they're going to use every single undercover agent, every member of the snake pit. They're going to take this city over, just like he has with oil and gasoline. But his brother as the police chief, and another brother who controls the casino and all of the dark, dirty parts of Los Santos. They're all going to be in the hands of the same people. I don't know if we could call X, if he could give us a way to go forward. But I have a personal grudge. If he knew I'm back in the city, then he knows who I'm talking to, where I'm going. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere. We have to do something. I don't know if that means on our own or with the help of others. But like you said, there's other agents in the field. If we can convince them to help us, to give us any information. I'm not asking you to put the suit on now. I'm just asking that we do something. Or the city that we've died many times to protect. And finally, be rid of this new villains. That's all we have to do. We take down the heads of the family. The snake pit is lost. I know that's a lot to ask, but I can't do it alone. I'm going to need help. You don't have to say anything right now. I will go into the other room and I'll call X. But I just need to know if you're on board. If not, I will walk out of this apartment. I'll see what I can do. You can go on living in your retirement. If not, I will call him. We will make our next steps. What do you think? Do we save the city, Raven, and get rid of this snake pit? Or should I just leave you alone and not involve you in this again?
I'm gonna be honest. For days and years I've wondered. Just wondered what happened to you, what happened with us, what maybe I could have done to prevent it, or maybe make things go better with how that traitor messed it all up. But I also wondered if I'd ever have to put the suit on again, and there's no better time than now. I've been wanting to, and no better time than now. Let's do it.
It's a big city, but with a partner and a mission, it doesn't seem that hard to protect something so big. I'm gonna go call X. Hopefully he can give us something to help or somewhere to start. If he knows anything, it'll be better than the nothing we have now. I'm glad to call you partner again.
Likewise.
And it's going to be awesome to start it again.